We have zero conclusive evidence that this is any kind of an addiction. The problem is it can become problematic because people are upset with what they're looking at. People get upset what their partners are looking at. Then there's the legalities of what you think you're looking at, what's ethical, what's not ethical. Here's the thing, when someone comes back from a weekend back to work and they say, oh my God, I got nothing done all weekend, I was watching Netflix all day. Everybody's like, oh yeah, I've done that too, it's upsetting, but you'll have next weekend. If you came back from work and said, hey, I wasted my whole weekend, I lost it, I was watching something hub or some kind of browser history situation of this kind, people would look at you like, are you okay? Do you need help? What's wrong with you? There's a bias that's in the way of a lot of this research for us to really know. Plus, a lot of the research on this, the subjects are watching the movies, but they're not pleasuring, so they don't really know what's going on in the brain. Nothing's conclusive at all.
I feel like we have enough evidence, at least enough, what is that? Observable? It's a word I'm looking for, and it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't forget it. But I feel like there's enough, circumstantial? Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Y'all put down in the comment section what word I'm looking for. But I feel like there is enough evidence to conclude that, yes, corn can be an addiction. I feel like there's a corn addiction crisis going on right now, gang. I feel like there's an epidemic going on right now where people are lacking in intimacy, both male and female, you know? And I feel like with corn, it just makes it easier to trick yourself into feeling like you're getting that connection, because for that 2 minutes or 5 minutes or however long you jackety slackety, you feel like you're connected with the people on the screen in a sense, but you're really not. That's why you get that empty feeling when it's all over, because you realize that it's just you. You know, you ever be finding like, I found me a good video. Yeah, let me Jergens, cocoa butter, beady meaties, splack, and then it's like, this stuff is disgusting. Get this nasty ass stuff off my screen. I can't even believe I feel disgusted in myself. You know, that's the reason that feel that, because you were tricking your brain into thinking, yeah, we're getting intimacy, we're getting connection, we're getting love, we're getting affection. And no, homie, you're not. Now you're just sitting in a room with baby gravy on your hand. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the next one.
30 to 40% of men have ED. Many of them are in their 20s, and it's not because they have a physical issue. It is a psychological problem, and that problem is an addiction to pornography. This is an epidemic that for some reason, nobody wants to talk about. ED isn't just embarrassing. It can end relationships and marriages, turn into a splitting of assets and families, lead to depression, higher rates of suicide. It is a serious problem, and in many cases, it can be addressed. There's really 3 things that need to happen. The first is taking accountability. If you're under the age of 40, it's your fault. If you're over the age of 40, it could also still be your fault. But you get more of a pass. So acknowledge that you can change. Number 2, cut the corn. There's literally 0 benefit to watching corn. And corn-induced erectile dysfunction is becoming more and more common. And the third is get in great shape. When you eat nutritious foods, you work out for extreme, consistent periods of time, you become a much healthier person who's gonna have a much better functioning guy downstairs. It's simple, but not easy. And if you feel embarrassed, you're unsure of how to seek help, my DMs are always open for a
I got some homies, man, that I work with at the job. Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying no names, bruh, but these guys are similar age to me, you know what I'm saying? We're all around a 2-year age range within each other. You know, we all in our early 30s. And these dudes they be going to the gas station and getting them honey packs and them rhino pills. Yeah, they be needing them to, really stay in action when it's time to ball with they women. You know what I'm saying? They can't hoop a full game without that. And it's like, that's crazy, yo. That's crazy. As a man in my 30s, look, all I need is this right here, and I'm gonna knock them down. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stroker and sloper. But I say that to say, man, the ED thing is real, brother. Like, you can too much corn, too much beady meaties, too much overstimulation of the mind, too much dopamine all the time, that'll ruin you. And it's not just corn. It could be, if I know for one of the homies particularly, it's alcohol. Like, he drinks so much it kills his wiener. You know, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Excessive alcohol, excessive sugar. That's why when he said get in shape and, you know, get a good diet, yeah, bro, because too much sugar kills your wiener. Too much alcohol kills your wiener. Just a bad diet in general, it can kill you. And if you want to taste good and be fresh for your woman, you know, put some fruits in your body, man. Put some love in your body. Let's go to the next one.
I do fully believe that this male loneliness epidemic we are in right now is perpetuated by corn. I'm 25. I'm in the age where the people my age that are out dating in the world are the first generation of people that have had their minds skewed to corn. And not in a way of like, I'm blaming women who partake in it, but rather I'm blaming the men that irresponsibly consume the content and get addicted and then ruin and fry their brains. So there's just a lot of people that I know in real life that I feel like have been negatively affected by this, and it's not something that's really normal to talk about, but I 1000% believe that the commodification of intimacy under capitalism, that's kind of how I'm thinking of it, not in a way of like, I hate women that participate in it. I'm not anti-SW inherently. I am just like, hey guys, we need to rein it in a little bit.
You can prove me wrong or change my opinion, I will die on this hill. Corn is something that is not really talked about enough. After I found out one of my previous partners was addicted and currently watching throughout our relationship, I decided to take a look for myself to see what he could be exposed to and watching. I saw videos with titles as in my freshly 18-year-old stepdaughter and putting my kids inside of her. I've seen son, mom, and sister, and I have seen literal trafficking content and animal content on these platforms. These titles are literally so degrading. To anyone who thinks it's okay to have a freshly 18-year-old get and have that appeal to the older audiences and generations, you need help.
Baby, you should check the statistics on the men in your community. But I will say corn is a very, very destructive thing to the mind of a man, all right? I guess it's kind of like cigarettes, right? Cigarettes aren't inherently bad. Cigarettes are inherently bad. Let me take that back. Okay. Cigarettes are inherently bad, but as an adult, you should have the freedom to do them, you know, do them responsibly. So get your smoke on, whatever, right? Corn is a net negative. I feel like corn gives men an easy way out. I feel like that a man, it's easier to say, man, I'm going to just go home and beady meaties instead of going out and trying to, you know, pursue a woman and, you know, go through the process of trying to get it, you know, see how I'm a good dude, see that she like me, basically get her to lick my wiener. And look, man, as a man, I feel like you need to be on the hunt for these women. It's a part of your job to go out and not be scared and go out and get a woman, bruh. And corn gives men an easy way out. It gives you the feeling of, you know, the kaboom without having to light the stick of dynamite necessarily, you dig? But in the end, you just feel empty from it. I know how y'all feel, brother. I've been there. And 9 times out of 10, if you find yourself watching an excessive amount of corn, if corn is an everyday thing for you, a 3 times a week thing for you, then you seeking connection, homie. You feel like you're disconnected and you seeking some intimacy, you dig? And I get it, right? We living in a lonely world, but we're also living in a time where men are just scared. Men act a little feminine, man. You got to get that female up out you, gang. Don't be scared of rejection. As a man, it's a part of your job to get rejected by women, okay? That's a part of, hey, it happens. And guess what? On to the next. But I feel like men are so scared of rejection these days, they won't even put themselves out there. They'd rather just go beady meaties. And beady meaties is never good, dog. Let me tell you a story about me personally, okay? So, y'all know me, ex-military, Navy, you dig, you see the anchor. But when I got out of the Navy, or as I was getting out, I was going through a really, really bad time because I found out that the chick that I was engaged to at the time was cheating on me, right? She did me wrong. Man, my heart was broke, y'all. It was bad. But it is what it is, right? After the fact, I'm in my depression. I got a cloud over my head 24/7. I'm not dealing with women at all, okay? I'm really just on some get my mind right, get back to me, you know? Like, I didn't like who I was as a person at the time. So I took about 3 or 4 years to really get back to myself and fall back in love with me in a sense, right? But we gonna keep it real. Your boy was beady meaties the whole time. You think I'm just going 3, 4 years celibate? No, nigga, I'm beady meaties. I'm slapping that thing and jacking that thing. You dig? But I finally started putting myself out there again, like once I got in a good headspace, and I'm like, you know what, let me deal with some women again. And I get me a baddie, y'all. I got me a 10 on the line. You know what I'm saying? Dime wine fine. And we get to the point where, man, I take her on a date. We get the hotel room. I got her naked in this bed. She is a baddie, y'all. And I cannot get my Johnson to work. John is down there sleeping, man. I'm talking, bruh. She looking just, oh my Lord. I'm talking a dad. I almost got a sweet tooth for how chocolate this drop, man. Baby was bad, y'all. And I could not get it up. There are very few times I felt that shameful in my life, man. You know how shameful you feel when you was a grown ass man and you got a woman? It's okay, baby. It's okay. I understand. No, you don't understand. Girl, I'm trying to turn that ass up. But he don't want to get up. Like, and I realized it's all the beady meaties, man. When you beady meaties too much, you rewire your brain and you change how you see sex. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same up here anymore. And when it's not the same up here, it's not the same down there. You're used to seeing a different point of view. You're not used to the natural flow of it. And that was me. I wasn't in the natural flow of it because all of the corn fried my brain. But whatever her dude is on specifically, homie a little tripping. Yeah, the son with the mom stuff, that's not my thing. The animal stuff, that's definitely not my thing. Baby, the freshly 18 stuff, as long as she 18 and older, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I be searching for. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting, look. You know what I'm saying? I'm searching for big booty bitches. You did? Like, big booty bitches. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact, I do believe that corn is a real problem in today's society because we're living in a time where, man, these days, your average 23-year-old girl got more bodies than your average 23-year-old male. And that's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't used to be like that. Men used to actually be out here. And as you know, well, if you look up to statistics, each generation of male has less testosterone than the previous. So we walk around with less testosterone than our fathers, and they walk around with less testosterone than their fathers. And it makes sense. You know, when you live in harder times, it breeds harder men. We live in some pretty soft times now, and it's breeding some pretty soft men. But we're seeing the negative inclinations with that. Birth rates are down. You know what I'm saying? These dudes scared to go talk to a chick. And women. We ain't even gonna talk about women because women are experiencing the corn epidemic too. Quiet as it's kept. Ladies, let me holler at you real quick. I know y'all down there flickety beam. I know you down there scratching that thing like a DJ on the turntables. Wicked, 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 wicked. Baby, I know what you be doing that night. And some of these women are so freaked out from some of these videos and all that stuff. It's like normal relations ain't even the thing no more. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the good old fashioned? You on top of her. I just want to lay, you know what I'm saying? Face to face, licking your eyes while I kiss you, girl. And we get get the huckabucking. But we can't even do that no more. Now I gotta choke you, spit on you, slap you, turn you around, fry some fish on your back. I gotta do all that just to get you off. And women be complaining how dudes can't make them, get to the finish line. But it's like, baby, you got a whole drill bit tied to a ding-a-lang in your drawer. Like, how can I be the goddamn handheld jackhammer? You know what I'm saying? I'm a man, not a machine woman. So it's trouble on both sides when it comes to this corn thing, y'all. And honestly, I'm so glad that I stopped watching corn. Like, one of the best things you can do, fellas, stop watching corn. And if you're experiencing the ED right now, look, this right here, what's up in here? Beet juice. You know what I'm saying? Beets is great for blood flow, oxidation of the blood, nitrous oxide. Look, get you some beet juice, get you some fish oil, get you some ginkgo biloba, get you some ashwagandha, get you some ginseng, and get you, what's this? Circular. Get you, see, I ain't endorsed by none of these, gang. I'm just putting you on game, okay? These ain't for no ED for me. These is for heart health for me, because it's got two gains. We do this. But anything that's dealing with heart health and blood circulation is going to be great for your wiener, okay? You do that, and you get on your fruit and water for a good week. I promise you, your morning wood will turn into a morning brick, gang. I promise you, you will be able to punch a hole through drywall with that thing, all right? Look, the wind blow the wrong direction, and my thing just said, you know what I'm saying? My thing be standing at attention, you dig? So, hey, man, we gonna go ahead and cut this one right here, bro. That's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know, do y'all experience the negative sides of corn addiction? Keep it real. Yeah. I know I've gone through it. You know what I'm saying? I've got homies that have gone through it. And it is what it is, bro. But if you know better, you do better. So if you know that corn is a negative impact in your life, gang, don't be beady meaties, man. Don't be beady meaties. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it down in the comment section. That's all I got for y'all in this one. Be sure to check me out on the next one. Don't forget to like the video on your way out. Comment down in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Road to 10K. We on the way. And until next time, gang, you know the name. It's Transition representing Gaptooth Gains. Oh yeah, and don't forget, life isn't about making it from point A to point B. Life is about living in between the gaps. Peace out.
Lane sippers and mean strippers who just all up at the green and it means just fast living. And I'm not one to judge, cause I've been off that mud double cup with no fucks when I pass limits. And who don't like the smoke and get gone off a cone, but it would not get blown unless gas in it. Hold up, we bout to roll up. I got some smoke, keep you up like it's Folgers. Rookies try to hit the cookie, fuck around and throw up. So we drop the hottest pen verse and it blow up. But we got some recognition from a nigga, so what? We be walking down the street, get beats like they know us. Now bitches in the sheets, but the freak on the meat skis keep grab their feet. Hell yeah, make them toe touch. You know what? I go nuts, but yet I'm steady focused. Probably from the biomass, flower, no lotus. I can't even think how many trees we done smoked up. Whatever the number, gonna fuss, you'll need a tow truck. Getting shit across the seas with ease, put the boat up. That's no lie, baby girl, no joking. Shorty said she can't